How's it going, everyone? My name is Anthony, aka ComicsRGreat, and welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a few months, and I do apologize for being out so long. I've been dealing with a lot of stuff, but even though I've been doing that, but I've also have been live online. I've joined up with Team NerdHerd on their channel. I've helped out with their Mondo Mail Call and their top pick shows. So I haven't been gone, just been somewhere else. So I decided to start this up again in conjunction with Team NerdHerd. You know, just doing a week by week, uh, just my top 5 books that I picked out for the week and just going over them a little bit. I want to give it a try, see how I can do, and maybe it'll turn into my own segment, maybe something live. Who knows? But this is day one, starting over again. So we'll see how it goes. Okay. So thanks, and let's check out my top picks for this past Wednesday, April 6th. All right. So the first one we got is Amazing Spider-Man number 93. So I did get the Patrick Gleason cover the week before, but this week I decided to get the Mark Bagley cover. While it's not as great as the Gleason, but it's iconic just the same. It gives you a perfect depiction of exactly what is going on inside the comic. You have Ben Reilly versus Spider-Man, or versus Peter Parker, I should say, for all the marbles. All the marbles meaning for the right to be Peter Parker as well as the right to be Spider-Man. So the Beyond Corporation, of course, is not as nice as Ben Reilly thought, which everybody knew. Let's go. They call themselves the Beyond Corporation. So they pushed Ben Reilly to fight Peter Parker because they say that Peter Parker has the rest of what Ben Reilly needs to be whole again. Okay, not that he was ever whole to begin with, because let's face it, Ben Reilly's a clone. Okay, so Peter Parker essentially has all of Ben Reilly's childhood memories. Okay, being with Uncle Ben, being with Aunt May, all up until he becomes Spider-Man. And Ben Reilly, not only does he want it, but he wants Peter out the way. So that way he's the only true Peter Parker / Spider-Man. Even though he calls himself Ben Reilly. But go figure, right? So, in any case, they go at it. And the ending was one I was not expecting. Okay? I'm not going to spoil it. You're going to have to pick this one up. This one is $5.99. So it's a little, a little pricier, because typically comics nowadays are $3.99 or $4.99. But because this is the last issue of the volume, and in June we're going to a issue 1 again. Go figure. But this was the last issue of the run. It was all right. So. In a way, I'm glad it's ending. I'm glad Peter's going to be back as Spider-Man. Sorry, spoiler, of course. But you got to see what happens to Ben Reilly, okay? And I'm going to button my lip after that. Next issue on the list is Batman Beyond the White Knight number 1. So this is the 4th series of the Batman White Knight miniseries. They've each been, I believe, 6 issues, starting with Batman White Knight, Batman Curse of the White Knight, and Batman White Knight presents Harley Quinn. So this one takes place 10 years after the Harley Quinn series, and Bruce Wayne is still in jail. Okay. And not only is he in jail, but his assets have been taken over by Derek Powers. And we know Derek Powers from Batman Beyond, the animated series. So, as you can tell, this is essentially like a combination. Okay, you have Batman Beyond with Batman White Knight. So, but we got some differences. One of them being Jason Todd is the first Robin, not Dick Grayson. Okay, so of course, Bruce Wayne's in jail. Jason Todd is the Robin. Derek Powers is in control, and go figure, there's a new Batman on the loose. Okay, who is it? We don't know. Could it be Dick Grayson? Or could it be Terry McGinnis? Or maybe Tim Drake? Telling you, we really don't know. One thing's for sure, we know it isn't Damian Wayne. Okay? But check it out. It's definitely going to be a good read. Sean Murphy, I think, is going to have another masterpiece series on his hands. These series have essentially surprised everybody. I've liked it from the beginning. This is definitely one that I'll be picking up, as the series goes. So I'm looking forward to number 2 already, believe me. The next issue I got is Black Widow number 15. I'm sorry to see this series end. Okay, this one, Kelly Thompson, Elena Casagrande, Adam Hughes. That's a match made in heaven. It's rare that you get Adam Hughes to do all the covers, all the regular covers of a series, let alone having a writer of Kelly Thompson's caliber. Okay, and she did a fantastic job with Elena Casagrande writing Black Widow. They took her. She was broken, put her back together, put her with a team on the West Coast. Okay, it's not just her and Yelena. It's the both of them with a few other people. You gotta read it to check it out, but trust me, you won't be disappointed. In any case, this series has come to an end, and I'm sorry to see it go. Like I said, I hope to see Kelly Thompson picking up her pencils on a different series. I know she's currently writing Captain Marvel, which again she's doing a fantastic job with, and I hope that they bring back Black Widow, and it's just as good, if not even better, because Black Widow is the type of character that is important to Marvel. Okay, not just for the movies, but even in the comic books as well. Okay, she's more than an assassin. She's more than an Avenger. Okay, she's a street level A hero like Daredevil, and she deserves her place, in the monthly comic bin. Okay, so Marvel, please bring her back, and if possible, have Kelly Thompson do the writing chores again, because that would be great, especially with Adam Hughes doing the covers. He did a great job with those covers, believe me, as only Adam Hughes can do. Next issue that I picked up was Devil's Reign number 6. So last week I picked up Dark Ages number 6, which was Tom Taylor's one of the great series that he's put together. Was definitely not disappointed with that one, and this one I know that Chip Zdarsky is gonna do right by Daredevil and Kingpin, because believe me, this has been a great 6-issue miniseries. When Daredevil first ended, I was really sorry to see it go. I could see why they did he did Devil's Reign, and I wished in some cases that this was a 9-issue series, because believe me, it could have kept on going. But each issue was action packed. They crammed a lot of story into the first 5 issues, and this issue number 6 is definitely worth it. I'm looking forward to seeing how Daredevil 1 is going to start. Again, like I said, in a new volume, just like Spider-Man. But Kingpin as the mayor, we knew that he was going to go off the rails, and with this story, he did. The long short of it is, Kingpin knew that there was something wrong with him. Okay, he knew Daredevil's secret identity, but for some reason, he couldn't remember it. Inadvertently, Daredevil had his memory erased with the help of the Purple Man's children. So because of that, Kingpin flipped out, and he took it out on all the heroes of New York City. So that's essentially what this miniseries is. Plus, he's running for mayor again. Okay, he's trying to get elected, but because he figures he won't win, he wants a guaranteed victory. He wants it guaranteed, big time, just as the Kingpin, just as he always does, because he's a narcissist, a true narcissist in these comics. So he gets the Purple Man, he gets his kids, and he tries to turn the hearts and minds of all the New Yorkers against the heroes and all on his side, so he could win essentially a uncontested mayoral election, even though the only person who could run against him was Luke Cage. So here he comes, with trailblazing, street level Luke Cage, and he's does a pretty good job running, but he knows he has no chance against the Kingpin as long as he has the Purple Man. So with those storylines closing up, you gotta read this 6-issue series. It's action packed. Chip Zdarsky and Marco Cicchetto do a fantastic job, and I look forward to seeing them continue their run on Daredevil. And and I'm glad that Elektra, she's still being Daredevil. It wasn't a short-lived 1 or 2 issue whatchamacallit, cash grab. No, she's still Daredevil. So you have Matt Murdock as Daredevil, and you got Elektra as Daredevil. So I'm looking forward to seeing how their relationship continues to come together and how they feed off each other as Daredevil. And the last issue that I picked up was Mad Cave Studios Nottingham. So the first 5-issue series, which ended a few months ago, was out of this world. Shane Connery Volk and David Mazan, their take on Robin Hood was fresh. It was great, and it was on fire. It was Stray Dogs fire, and it could not be stopped. And unfortunately, they ended it with five issues. Sorry. And I couldn't wait for issue 6. When I heard that they were going to start up and continue with number 6, I was so excited. I just hope that, everyone who loved it from the beginning picks it up now, because I think that they have a real winner on their hands. And I think and hope that the fire just reignites, and these next 5 issues are just as good, if not even better than the first 5. So you have Robin Hood, the Sheriff of Nottingham, Little John, and a Maid Marian who is definitely not a maid in distress. A damsel in distress. Okay? She is anything but. She kicks butt. She takes names. Okay? And like I said, Robin Hood, he's not exactly a do-gooder. And the Sheriff is not exactly good. I mean, he's pure evil. Pure evil. So you got 2 twisted versions, plus, Maid Marian, who is an action hero in her own right. So what does that all entail? A lot of mayhem in Nottingham, as only Mad Studios can write. So pick it up. You won't be disappointed. And I look forward to issue 6 when it comes out next month. I mean, issue 7, sorry. So, the next one I have is actually my favorite covers of the week. And the first one is Black Widow number 15. This is the variant cover, the X-Gwen variant cover, drawn by Carrera Andrews. And this is Gwen Stacy as Psylocke. So this is his take on it. I think it's great. I liked some of the X-Gwen variants. Not all of them, some of them. Because they all have Gwen Stacy as if she was a X-Men mutant. Okay, so like I said, this one is her as Psylocke. Psylocke looks great as a blonde. I mean, even though this one is a little different, because the Psylocke that we originally had is essentially how she looks now. Oh, I'm sorry. Damn. I don't know why I kept saying Psylocke. This is Jean Grey. Forgive me. Because I saw the the pinkish mask, and I immediately attribute it to Psylocke for some reason. You know, when she's doing this, but that's Jean Grey, the original Jean Grey. Okay, even though her mask was red, but this one is pinkish. But I digress. So this is her as Jean Grey, even better. Okay, because Psylocke to me is a sexy Asian ninja and who takes no prisoners. You know, while this one, well, a little softer edge, even though Jean Grey is also not to be messed with. But Career Andrews' take on it with Gwen Stacy is great. Career Andrews always has a nice little twist with his drawings, and this one is no exception. The next cover that I had is Carnage #1, done by Kendrick Lim. Now, this one didn't come out this week. I think it came out last month, I believe. But I decided to pick it up, since I had room on my pull list. Kendrick Lim's covers are always fantastic. He's part of the Indonesian group with the Archer Lau, Derek Chu, okay, Layrick Lee, so I love his take on Carnage, okay, Spider-Man with that serial killer vibe, as only he could do. It comes through loud and clear, believe me. Uh, just has that creepy vibe to it, which makes me want to run to the hills, even though it's a comic book cover. Okay, even though Venom also has a creepy feel, Carnage to me blows Venom out the water with all the creepiness. With the tendrils and stuff, all like flaying about, and with those sharp edges. Just if I had to choose which of the two is worse, Carnage 10 times out of 10. So the next cover that I liked was Moon Knight #10. Now, out of the four covers that I chose, this was probably be the bottom of the barrel, but it's a good cover nonetheless, done by Christian Ward, celebrating the 60th anniversary of Spider-Man. So this is essentially a cross of what if Spider-Man was Moon Knight. So you have the Spider emblem on his chest, okay, and it's blended in, it's all in white, but you see the outline there, and the mask is sort of hidden, but I think that they should have essentially put a Spider-Man mask on it. I think it would have looked a little better, a little more believable, because to me this is just Moon Knight with the Spider-Man logo thrown on it. Looks good nonetheless, Moon Knight in action, but just with the Spider-Man motif. My opinion, like I said, if he had the mask, I think it would have been a little better. And the last cover that I liked was Scorched #4. So to me, this cover would be the cover of the week. This one was done by Bjorn Berens. Where Todd McFarlane found Bjorn Berens from, I haven't the foggiest idea, but he found a diamond in the rough. Bjorn Berens has been knocking each and every one of the covers out the park ever since he's been doing covers with Todd McFarlane on Spawn. They've been doing Spawn, King Spawn, Gunslinger Spawn, as well as Scorched, and I'm glad that these covers are all $2.99, because they could very easily be all ratio covers. Okay, I mean, I know that in this cover, my buddy Rob from Team NerdHerd, he I believe he called this Moon Knight with a gun. Okay, and yes, he does look like Moon Knight with an Ant-Man type mask on his face, but it is a great cover nonetheless. Creepy, definitely creepy vibes, with the dead bodies and stuff, but that's how Bjorn Berens rolls. I mean, he brings that creepiness out, but that artwork is just out of this world. It reminds me a lot of Francisco Mattina. So when the both of them do the covers for Todd McFarlane, they just do such a fantastic job. And to me, they're award-winning covers. So I'm glad that he's starting to do some covers for Marvel here and there. And I hope that they keep it as a price cover. I mean, cover price covers, because if he does ratio ones, which I know it would still sell, but it would be a little out of my reach. So, McFarlane, thank you for still keeping these comics at $2.99, and with the paper quality, the cover quality, and also the art quality, both interior and exterior, like this. You can't go wrong. But thank you once again. And like I said, for me, this one is the cover of the week. So thank you everyone for hanging around and listening to me babble on about the comics that I picked up for this week. Um, Tune in to Team NerdHerd with Armando Mail Call on Thursday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. No, 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern, as well as our cover lovers on Monday nights, as well as the Fanime Talk, which is just before then, with the Los Hermanos. Um, they're a great team on the West Coast. Hopefully one day I'll get to meet them. But uh, while you're watching this, do me a favor, swing over to their YouTube channel, which you'll find the links down below. Give them a sub. All right. We started our channel over, so we're trying to get as many subscribers back as we can. Oops, sorry about that. We're trying to get as many subscribers back as we can. And we're looking for a bunch of new ones. So, believe me, I can whatchamacallit, all I could do is point them in the right direction. These guys, their quality is much better than what I put together. So believe me, if you think that mine is good, theirs is so much better. And the guests that they have, Armando Mail Call, the collaboration that they do with CBSI for cover lovers, okay, Eric and Steve doing Fanime Talk, and Jeff with the Geek Driven, doing the weekly shows with the Movement Comics now over on her channel. Believe me, you can't go wrong. Okay, they're doing some great stuff there. So do me a favor, give them a shout out, subscribe to their channel, and tell them that CRG sent you. All right, but that's all the time I have today. Thanks a lot, and hope to see you next week. Later.